Never let your ego block you from asking or getting help when you really need it. I asked for help today, and it's really hard for me to ask for help, but I'm so glad that I did. And because I did, miracles were able to manifest for me instantaneously, where I would have been stuck with nothing. Let me explain. So today I woke up with like $30 in my bank account, and I was completely unsure how I was going to afford another Airbnb for the day, let alone the rest of the week, the month, whatever. But it's cool. I don't panic. I wake up, I do my affirmations, I do my chant for the day, the Tina Turner, her Buddhist chant that she has on YouTube. I've really been channeling her energy to help me get through this, and it's been so helpful. But I did that, and I just went on about my day. I was like, Spirit's gonna handle it. It's gonna be taken care of some way, somehow. And when I say spirit, I mean God, the divine, source, Mother Earth, whatever you believe in, pray to, that's essentially what I'm referring to. I just don't believe that God is put in a box and only a masculine kind of entity. But that's my belief. I'm not shitting on anyone else's. Do not shit on mine. Anyway, it's almost checkout time. Like, it's getting closer and closer. And the hours before that, after I prayed and did my affirmations in the morning, I started, putting myself out there for some freelance work, because I usually do freelance work on the side to bring in some extra income. But I wasn't getting no hits. So I was like, damn, I'm going to have to ask my almost ex-husband for help again, and to, be able to sleep on my children's floor until I can save up more to get out. Like, I've just been in and out, living out of a suitcase, Airbnb one day, to in a hotel the next, to an Airbnb the next, like chaotic. So I text him and I ask, hey, is it cool if I sleep on the boys' floor for a couple of days, because I need to save up. Like, this hotel, my bills, all of my expenses are just eating up all of my stuff. And he respectfully declines, which I would have been completely okay with. Cool, this is technically your place now. You can make whatever decision you want. But then he started to blame me for being in the situation that I'm in. I won't go into detail, but he went real low for absolutely no reason, when all he had to say was no. If y'all remember, last week I was able to finally sell my Peloton after waiting for like a month and a half for it to be sold, which gave me some extra cash. I was able to find a place to stay, pay for my Ubers to get back and forth to my kids, and to get to job interviews. And I was able to pay down some bills a little bit. It wasn't too much, but it was enough for me to pay some bills down. However, my almost ex-spouse did not want me to sell the Peloton, even though it belonged to me. He claimed, quote unquote, that he wanted to keep it, although he had no interest in it the entire time it was there. So when the Peloton did sell, it was like he was shocked, and like a flip switched in his head, and he like started being completely different. Like, stop helping me out, stop wanting to help me pay for food, etc. Like, he did not want to help me. In the back of my mind, I already knew he had the possibility of getting real nasty and petty with me. One, because we've been together for a long time, and anytime during our relationship, anytime I did not do something he liked, he would ignore me, silent treatment, some form of emotional abuse. Like, it was terrible. So I should have already seen this coming, but I decided to ask for help anyway today because I needed it. My point is to not make this about him. My point is to warn anyone watching this video. You need to be very careful who you marry, who you enter a relationship with, who you enter a friendship with. I don't care. You need to notice the little red flags along the way. Do not ignore a single one. And granted, people hide the really nasty part of themselves in the beginning of the relationship, so it can be hard to spot. But I'm telling you, once you spot a red flag, you need to go immediately. Anyway, back to my miracle. So when he had said no, I was already in the Uber on the way there, because I'm coming to see my kids and I had to check out. So my ego was like, you need to get angry, you need to get pissed, you need to cuss him out, you need to find a pro bono lawyer or something, because you haven't even been getting alimony from him, and you need to go for the throat. But then I was like, no, I don't want to do that, because this is a war, and this is just a battle right now, and it's okay if I lose this one, because the war ain't over. So I'm just in the back of the Uber praying, like, Spirit, what do you want me to do? What is the right plan for me to do right now? And granted, this morning during prayer, Spirit was like, everything you need will be provided for you. And I also want to add, yesterday, keep this in mind, I randomly said to Spirit, I just wish someone would cash at me $500. Like, I literally said that. So I'm sitting deep in thought, and randomly my intuition, my spirit tells me, lean on the feminine energy in your family network. Go ask your mom. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to do that because me and my mom have had a pretty strained relationship over the past few years because of a lot of toxicity that happened growing up. And I've been healing. I've forgiven her completely because I completely understand that she went through her own toxic trauma that had, hindered her to be the best parent that she could be, but she did do her best. So I've been healing, I've forgiven her, but I've still kept my distance because I ain't all the way there yet. And since moving out to the West Coast, I've isolated from a lot of my East Coast family because the East Coast it brings back a lot of trauma and a lot of hard feelings for me, and I just didn't want to be associated with it. So people haven't heard from me in years. So I was like, I definitely don't want them, the first thing they hear from me in months, years, is asking for help. But Spirit was like, do what I say. And I was like, all right, I don't got no other choice. I'm gonna do what you say. And when I'm telling you, all I had to do was ask my mom and one of my aunts, and they came through for me almost immediately, regardless of the history that me and my mom had. She said she just wanted me to be safe, and she literally cashed at me the $500 that I wished for yesterday immediately. So my stay for the week completely taken care of in a single moment. So now, not only do I have a place to lay my head down for the week, I have money for Ubers and to take the bus so that I can get my children to their appointments so I can see them. I have money to eat. I don't have to water fast or eat random junk food to feel good. I am okay. And that's why I'm documenting my journey so heavily, because I want people to truly believe in miracles, because I do. And I believe that things can turn around instantaneously if you allow Spirit and the divine to help you. When I said yesterday that I wanted $500 through Cash App, I didn't know who it was going to come from, and I did not put any limitation on it. I just asked Spirit, the divine, to deliver it to me. And then the very next day, delivered. Literally, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can grow it into a mountain, or whatever the saying is. You know what I mean. And I know I'm not alone out here. I know it's some of y'all who are going through some really hard, trying, turbulent times right now, and every day feels like a battle, and every day you feel maybe that you want to give up. I know it's hard, but I just really want you to believe and have faith that things will work out for you. Have no expectations of how they're going to work out. Just trust that they will work out for your highest good in the best possible way. I'm still looking for jobs, waiting for someone to hire your girl, but I'm going to keep the hope and the faith that the right job, the right position, the right money flow will make its way to me. And I'm just going to trust that. But I need to hurry up though, because I know this video is long as hell, but if you made it through the whole thing, good for you. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I just want you to know that miracles are completely possible, and you can do anything that you put your mind to. And if you're going through a hard time, there are better days coming. Trust.